If there's one thing that I love, it's ironed sheets, which is an insane thing to think that I have the time to do this. But anyway, what I do, once you sleep in ironed sheets, I don't think you can go back. So I wet them down really well, and I start by just getting right to the part that I'm going to see first, which is why I would want to iron my shirts to begin with. But then when you sleep in them, they're just heaven. So I get straight to these edges, just work my way all the way around the pillowcase, and I iron the top, the bottom, which they're pretty painful, and the pillowcases. So first I do this. You'll notice that when you start to iron your sheets, if you end up doing it on a regular basis, that they go through the laundry, come out less wrinkled. So I work my way in just around the end of the ironing board, and I'm picking the easy ones to do, which are the pillowcases versus the entire sheet. And I won't bore you with doing a whole set, and nor do I get one done all at the same time. I pick a quick 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever I've got, listening to a lecture or in between stuff I'm cooking. I'll just put on, have the ironing board on or nearby, and I'll do a couple of items. And then pretty soon, by the time it's time to change your sheets, you have a fresh set. And it makes them into something that is just heaven to get into. So once I've got that lip done, and that's beautifully crisp and clean, then I will press it together just to finish that off. It makes just a really, this side has been dried so many times into a wrinkle. It's wrinkled in, but not anymore. Anyway, so then I just go down the course of the entire pillowcase. I'll show you what it looks like when we're done. I should have just left the camera going because I only stopped it for about 20 seconds because I'm going to be done with this pretty soon. You just as well see. So I'm just doing each side of the pillowcase, and I pull on the sheet as I iron through to get it just so nice and crisp. And I before I start, I don't know if I mentioned this, but when I start, I spray like my fitted sheet is moist and damp, so it will just be the perfect dampness all the way through the sheet, and then it's way easier to iron. Anyway, I'm just about done with this. And I don't fold them because I don't like to see any lines on my pillows when I look at my bed when it's all made. Anyway, there's my sheet. Not a wrinkle. So that's what it looks like to have an ironed, beautifully ironed sheet. And this is the next one that I have to do. So, and the difference is, this feels like silk, and this just feels like a nice cotton, which is what you want. You also want a nice Egyptian cotton, anywhere from, it just depends on your preferences. I like 600 thread count are ones that I